Good morning! Today we are going to hike the glacier. I am so excited. I've been looking forward to this for so long. So I'm going to get my stuff ready for the hike, and then I think we're going to the park to gear up first and then making our way over to the glacier for the hike. Yay!
It's all moving, it's all changing, and it's created this very dramatic canyon that we're walking into now. All of this stuff up there, all glaciated terrain. It's all been carved out by the ice as it's moved through. Obviously all of the mountains formed years and years before through volcanic eruption and seismic activity. So this mountain here, go back a few 100,000 years, sea cliffs, and the coast was here. This was the very, very edge. And then gradually, through years of volcanic eruption, the coastlines got bigger, and then the glaciers have formed, and now we have subglacial volcanic eruption, which means that we get lots of flooding. And all of this sediment gets ripped down from the mountain and it fills the valley. So that's why whichever way you guys have driven in, you've come this way, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got these beautiful mountains on your right hand side and then absolutely nothing on the left. And that's why it's just the washout plains for the volcanoes in the area. Cool. So all of this is moving and changing. Obviously the reason there isn't much infrastructure down here is kind of 90 years ago. All of this, all the way out to the road, past the road, that was all covered in glacier. And then it's retreated very dramatically. If we come back to the mountain over here, it's covered in this beautiful green moss, and then it stops. There's a really straight line over there. Yeah. Why has it stopped there? Why didn't the moss go any further?
No moisture there, no moisture? No.
Ice, the glacier. Yeah. Where the glacier was 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
So in the last 20 years, we lost the same amount of ice as we did in the previous 100. At the current melting rate, within the next 100 years, there will be no ice in Iceland.
Wow.
And we'll just call it land. But it melts back, and then we get a glacial lagoon. It's very common to find a glacial lagoon in front of a retreating glacier. They're very, very beautiful, such as the ones you've probably seen already in the east, Jökulsárlón, Bjartárlón, the big ones. But they're mistakes. They shouldn't be there. They're the key indicators that the glacier is dying. It shouldn't have happened. So we look at, maybe 400 meters in distance, and then, perhaps maybe just over, maybe 150 in depth. Potentially whatever else was on top of that as well, because it's all the height of that. That's all disappeared in 20 years.
Wow.
It's a very, very big amount.
Wow.
So all of this is moving and retreating. So we have the lagoon here with some icebergs. Over there we have all of that dead ice. That huge mound of rock and ash is referred to as dead ice. By definition, it's not moving anymore. The definition of glacier is moving ice. That stuff is just sitting there. It will break off into pieces, disappear as if it was never there in the first place. Above that, we have the moraine, the bridge. You can see where those people are there. Some people, another team up there on the lower plateaus in the icefall. As I said before, there's no end point. We just get as far as we can with the time that we have. Every tour is unique and specific, so this one is different to yesterday's and the one before. Everything you see today is unique and specific to this tour. You will never see it again. You will never get the same photo again. The stuff that people saw yesterday is not the same stuff they're seeing today. The people who saw stuff next week will not be the same thing you saw. We're going to move on now. Can we drink the water? Of course you can. Of course you can drink the water. It's very clean. It's very well filtered.
This is the problem.
But anybody can drink the water with their hands or with a bottle. That's quite boring. So we're going to do something a little bit more exciting. So how this works, this is a Viking push-up, okay? We put an axe in, okay, make sure it's nice and solid. You get your hands nice and wide. And just like any other push-up, down.
Oh my god.
Back up again.
Oh my god.
More push-ups, more luck. Often referred to as the fountain of youth, the fountain of life. Well, people are really surprised to find out that I'm 65. It's really good for your skin. Yeah?
18 years old.
Exactly. So if you want to give this a go, if somebody wants to jump in here, we can do.
Way.